So I've streamed on Kick for over a month straight, every single day for probably around 40 days. This is what happened. I'm going to take you guys through my experience so far as a smaller content creator over on Kick, let you guys know what I found personally, how it compares to streaming on YouTube and Twitch and all that good stuff, and just kind of where we've come personally as a streamer over on Kick. So if you guys are ready, let's jump into this. Okay, so first things first, I think we should get out of the way what kind of streamer we are over on Kick, because I think that's going to kind of lay down a foundation for understanding how everything works. The thing is that what we do over on Kick is similar to what we used to do over on Twitch. Now, I had stopped streaming on Twitch quite some time ago because I really didn't like just their practices and just kind of how I felt like they were sort of ripping off their content creators, right? I mean, come on, they're giving you a 50-50 split. This is a company that's owned by basically Amazon, right? They're already a multi-billion-dollar company, and they feel the need that they have to take 50% of content creators' cut. That didn't jive with me. So I mean, it's like you make $100 in a month. Well, psych. Amazon's getting $50 and you're getting $50. At that point, man, you're like, dude, take me out on a dinner date or something. Goodness gracious me, if you're gonna take $50 for mine. Anyways, so I was like, you know what? I don't like this. So I'd stopped streaming there, and I was just kind of focusing mostly on video content over on YouTube. Thing is, I love streaming. I love hanging out with people live. And so I started restreaming again over on YouTube. So we have two different YouTube channels. So when you're watching this on, I also have it on my Nintendo channel. Maybe I'll be posting this to both channels. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so the point but the problem with that is, yeah, I have two YouTube channels, and I do multi-stream the bigger stuff still. So, you know, like let's say a new season comes out for a multiplayer game, or my live Let's Plays. I'll be multi-streaming that on Kick and on YouTube, because you know what? Unlike Twitch, Kick allows you to multi-stream. Twitch has in their affiliate and their partner program contracts that you have to stream exclusively there. I mean, you can do other streams on other platforms at other times, but it can't be the same stream on multi-platforms. Whereas Kick, they don't even care. I mean, they signed some other larger content creators to non-exclusive deals, which is insane, so that they can stream wherever they want. It's really that crazy. And their whole premise behind that is, why would we stop our content creators from, you know, bringing in ad revenue from other platforms? It makes no sense. That's literally what the people who run it say.
We'll never sacrifice the creators' pockets for our pockets. That'll never be a thing that happens on Kick.
Now, I know there's people out there that kind of feel like, oh, is Kick kind of weird? Is it kind of shady? I'm going to get into that in a second, but let's first keep talking about kind of our progression here. So what kind of streamer are we? Well, I don't call myself a variety streamer. I call myself an entertainment streamer. Why is that? Because it's not just me. It's me and my boneheaded frenemy, Skelly. Now, if you don't know a lot about Skelly, I'll link down a whole video down below. You can learn more about what's behind that, but there's a whole thing behind that. We're not going to get into that in this video, but it's a little bit different. I wanted to bring something different to the channel. And the other thing is that I create a variety of different content. So we have the gaming content like you see on YouTube here, but I also do a lot of music. I create my own music, I write my own music, I publish my own music under the name 7 Minutes After. And I wanted a way to bring all my content creation into one whole. And I'm like, well, how can I do that? Because my gaming content and my music content, I mean, they're kind of different, right? Well, there's ways that I've been tying it all together under like an entertainment bracket, and I can do that over on Kick, where I can't really do that the same here on YouTube. I can stream, you know, certain things here. So we do live music performances. We do also gaming stuff, right? And there's like skits. There's different stuff. It's really hard to explain. Like I said, you should just watch that other video. I'll link down in the description below. But the point is that because it's a little bit broader, right? I'm not focused on one category. You got to understand that growth is going to be a little bit different. So this is what happened with me. Within the first week and a half, I think we were already affiliate. We got some pretty crazy growth in the first week and a half, and that was actually primarily from people on Kick, other content creators bringing their viewers over through raids and everything like that. The community over there has been really, really cool. The funny thing is most of it has actually come from music streams. So I'll do maybe like 2 or 3 music streams in a week, and then the rest are just kind of like gaming. We, you know, play a lot of different stuff, multiplayer games, Apex, Valorant, Fortnite, whatever I feel. Then when story-based games come out, we do that. But it was always the music streams because the music community is a little bit smaller and more niche over there. And so we grew a lot from that, which was really cool. A lot of amazing other music content creator streamers over on Kick. So we hit affiliate pretty quick. You would think, oh, hey, you got like 43,000 subscribers here on YouTube. It must have been easy for you to hit affiliate from that, right? No, I have actually, linked it in multiple videos that I've been making the past month, kind of plugging it here and there in the intros and the outros and the descriptions and whatever. But not many people actually came from YouTube, surprisingly. There's a whole thing in that we can get into, but we won't for the sake of this video. I would say the core, maybe like first like 20 to 30 people were probably what I would call like the really like hardcore loyal squad. You know who you are. There's a core of people that have just stuck around with me through thick and thin, and those are like the greatest people. I mean, without them, they are literally the backbone of this community, of this channel, of what I do. And without them, without you guys, I don't know, man. I don't know where we'd be. So huge thanks to you guys. Now, the rest of them, you have to have 75 followers to hit affiliate. The rest of them, like I said, came from a lot of raids and things like that. We're currently sitting at 150 followers at the time of recording this. And again, most of that has come from raids, at least probably over 100 followers from that. So again, huge thanks to all those people from all those different, raids and streams. That was a lot of fun. So, like I said, that was our first like week and a half. Right now, again, thanks to I think 4 or 5 different people, we had like 19 subscribers, because I had 4 or 5 core people that subscribed, and then they gifted a bunch of subs. So again, massive thanks to those people. You guys know who you are. You guys are truly special, and I appreciate you so much. Out of that 19, we basically we got our first payment from Kick. It was very easy to set up. It was very easy to get that payment, kind of wired, if you will. And again, the 95.5 cut was amazing. And that 5%, by the way, technically speaking, is more like processing fees. So Kick, technically, I don't think is actually keeping any of that, really. Which is crazy, because again, Twitch to taking 50%, it's just bonkers to me. So that was the first week and a half. It went really, really well. And then I noticed things kind of start slowing down a little bit, right? We kind of, with the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks, things maybe a little bit slower. And, that's normal with content creation. You go up and down, up and down. Been a little bit harder to get some natural growth, if you will. But you know what? It's been a lot of fun. We've been streaming a lot, and everybody who has been hanging out, it's been an absolute blast. I think I've streamed in the past like 5-ish weeks, like again, between 30 and 40 days, maybe like around over 200 plus hours. It's been pretty crazy. And like I said, we've been at this for about 40 days. So like about 5 weeks, going on 6 soon. It's, like I said, a lot of fun. So we've been able to monetize the channel by, adding subscriptions, because we hit affiliate. All you needed was 75 followers and to stream a total of 5 hours. Very easy to do. Then they have a verification program, and that's not really anything like the partnership program. You just get verified. You get a little tick on your thing, a little check mark beside your name, like you're verified. But for that, it's similar to Twitch. So you need 75 concurrent viewers, so you need an average of 75 viewers per stream, and you also need to have at least over 300 unique chatters in the last 30 days. So 300 different people have to have come in and at least said hi or something in your chat. And then of course there's streaming at least 12 hours in the past 30 days, streaming for a total of 30 hours in the past 30 days, and you also need to have 20 subscribers that do not include gifted subs, which is not too bad. I mean, if you have 75 concurrent viewers and you've had 300 unique chatters, then chances are you're probably gonna have out of that maybe 20 subscribers. But anyways, the point is, it's not too bad, but we have not yet hit verified. It'd be cool to, but not yet. Furthermore, before we kind of get into a little bit more of my experience with it, they actually just announced, some of the people over at Kick, that they're coming out with this program, and they're looking to launch it Q4 this year, so a little bit later this year, kind of like in the fall times, winter time, and that's going to be a program that's going to reward content creators for streaming, right? So you basically, if you stream, you're going to get maybe like an hourly rate, and it's not going to be significant or anything like that. It's going to be supplementary kind of revenue, if you will. So it's not going to be anything crazy, and it's probably going to be there's going to be rules, obviously. There's probably going to be requirements. What are those requirements? Requirements, excuse me, going to be? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We're gonna have to wait and find out.
But yeah, I mean, as far as like the content creator program, yeah, we are actively working on that. And I think that is probably a Q4 release. Basically, the way it will work is there's a formula that will be put in place and that will determine like the hourly rate, essentially. We never, ever want to take money out of the content creator's pocket. Like if you want to stream on YouTube or you want to stream on TikTok and you want to make advertising money there, why shouldn't you? Like, why should we tell you no?
Kick is making a lot of big plays. Now, why did I start streaming on Kick? Well, and what took me so long? Because Kick has been around since what, December of last year? So about 7 or 8 months at the time of recording this. And I actually waited because I didn't like the fact that, you know, they had kind of like Twitch, obviously, but I don't like this personally. Is having like those kind of, you know, hot tub streams or whatever, and you know, just blast it on your front page. And you know, at one point Kick came out and they're like, hey, we're adding a way for you to disable that, so it'll hide that category. And also they added a way to hide the gambling category, because that is one category that Kick does have that Twitch doesn't, is a gambling category. So if you want to hide that as well, you can do that. And that's when I came on. I'm like, you know what, I can hide that hot tub category. I don't want to see that. I'm not down with that. I think those kind of streams are trashy, and I honestly don't think they even belong on platforms like Kick and Twitch, but that's a whole other discussion. But the fact is, I was able to hide it. I was like, all right, you know what, let me check out Kick now, that, you know, they're giving that option. I think that's big. Now a lot of people are going to say, well, you know, is there going to be longevity? What about, you know, this and that? Are they going to actually survive? What about Mixer? Different things like that. Let me touch on that really quick. So we can talk a lot about Kick, but or a lot about, you know, all the details, but basically with Mixer, the problem is that it was Microsoft, right? And so like Ninja noted in one of his streams, the problem is that if you know, to get something done and approved, it had to go through one person, and then the next higher up person had to go through a chain of people before it could actually get approved, and it would just take them way too long to get things done. And they were just really out of touch with the community because of that, right? And that ended up being a big part of their downfall. It wasn't a financial thing. People thought, you know, well, maybe it was a financial thing. No, it was more like they just couldn't get things done. And that's the thing about Kick, is they're getting things done. I've only been on the platform personally for, like I said, just over a month, and they've already added so much. They're still technically in beta, but they've added so many features. They're bringing a sort of like a hype chat, a sort of, you know, super chat for YouTube kind of style thing over to Kick. I think they're going to call it mega chat or something. So that's coming soon as well. They're just constantly improving the platform, and they've already added so much, like I said, just in the past month or two, just over the summer, and they keep announcing more and more stuff that they're working on and adding, and they're getting things done. I just like, you know, let me check out the platform. And I've been enjoying my time, because a lot of the people that I've interacted with on the platform have been genuine. Now, are you going to find some really kind of weird people on the platform? I mean, what you consider weird might be different from what I consider weird, obviously. But yeah, obviously on every platform you're going to find some weird stuff. There's like these dark corners on Twitch, and there's these dark corners on Kick. But if you just kind of stick to your own community, from what I've encountered, the people that I've, you know, interacted with have been, you know, very solid people, normal people, and really friendly, really genuine kind of people. So, like I said, you're going to get a mix. Obviously, Kick being a little bit smaller right now, a little bit more, I guess you can call it maybe niche. I don't know if that's the right word in terms of how many people are on there. But like I said, I've found a lot of different kinds of people. There's not a lot of Nintendo streams. So if you're a Nintendo content creator, I definitely suggest getting on here and streaming some Nintendo. I'd love to see more Nintendo streams. And I'm going to bring obviously some more Nintendo streams in the future as well, mixed up with everything else that we do. Okay, so all in all, I mean, you know, what's my final thoughts, my final verdict on Kick? Well, look, in the long run, we're going to have to wait and see where it goes, right? I mean, nothing is predictable. Nothing is set in stone. We don't know. This could go any kind of way possible, right? But the trajectory that I'm seeing right now seems to be in a positive way. Everybody who's been, you know, slowly getting on the Kick, most of them that I've seen have had good things to say that they feel about the platform. You know, when you compare it to like Twitch, obviously Twitch is more established, but Kick is doing things that Twitch won't do. And that big part is listening to both the viewers and the content creators and just making it a better platform for both sides. Whereas Twitch, I mean, they've just been very shady about everything, right? Just not so out of touch. You know, I seen, apparently there's a streamer that got a hype chat, I think it was like $85 and only got like $35 out of it or something. I don't know the details, but little stuff like that. It just starts to add up, and it doesn't sit right, you know what I mean? But then you compare it to other platforms, like let's say YouTube. YouTube's huge, right? But the thing is, YouTube is great for a video platform. They don't have their streaming side of things fully fleshed out, even after all this time. You'd think they would. It's gotten a lot better, but still, and you know, YouTube was, I think, like what, a 70-30 cut, if I remember right, which is better than Twitch, but not as good as Kick. Now, the thing about Kick is you can multi-stream. So you could technically stream on both your YouTube channel and on Kick, like I do sometimes, and then maybe have some exclusive streams just on Kick, again, like we're doing here. The choice is up to you, right? YouTube is nice because if you already have a bunch of subscribers there, then you think you'd be more in touch with those subscribers. At the same time, YouTube's policies and how they've kind of, formatted everything and how they get your content out to subscribers is so weird. Like, most of the time, most of my subscribers don't even see my videos because YouTube chooses what they want you to see, even if you're subscribed to a channel, which annoys me because I'm subscribed to a lot of people that I sometimes don't see their videos. I'm like, did they stop uploading? Oh no, YouTube just stopped showing me their videos in my sub box. Well, that's great. So stuff like that, right? So even with, large following on YouTube, it might still be a little bit trickier to get that content out, depending, what kind of channel you are, depending how YouTube treats your channel, I guess. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But either way, what about discoverability? Is it better on Kick? It depends what you stream, right? Like I said, in the music category, I've discovered that, it was a lot more tight knit, a lot more niche because it was just smaller, and so every music streamer there was kind of just scratching each other's backs essentially, and it's been really good there. So it really kind of depends what you stream. Discoverability, I mean, there's been more of, like, I see a lot of like smaller streamers sometimes featured on the front page and stuff, so they do a little bit more of that than I think Twitch maybe does. So that's good. I think there's a little bit more discoverability, but we haven't had a ton of natural growth, like without raids, without getting people from other platforms as natural. We haven't had a ton of that. Maybe a few followers, but not a ton. So don't expect to stream on Kick and be like instantly successful. It's still going to take a lot of work. It's still going to take a lot of pulling in viewers from other places, right? You want to kind of utilize other platforms, and different social media, and kind of tie it all together. You always want to do that with anything. So, anyways, that's been my experience. I ranted way longer than I thought, but I want to give you guys as much details as possible. Like I said, as of right now, I think between Kick and Twitch, Kick is the better choice. I think it has a promising future, a promising trajectory. Could it completely tank and fail in the future? It could. If you're a big streamer, then obviously, I mean, most of your followers are going to follow you wherever you are anyways. If you're a smaller streamer, I mean, either way, what do you have to lose, right? If you're only getting like, under 10 viewers anyways, then why not stream on Kick? And chances are a lot of the people that are following you right now will probably follow you anyways to the other platform. So you really got to kind of weigh it out and decide for yourself what are the pros and cons to both sides, and figure out what what would be best, and what you think. What do you feel like? How kind of Kick vibes with you, and if you feel like, okay, I can see this being something promising. Nothing's sure in life, right? Tomorrow, for all we know, Twitch could just be gone. I don't know how that would happen, but it could happen. Anything's possible, so keep that in mind. If you have any questions about Kick, do let me know in the comments below. I'll do my very best to answer them to the best of my ability from my time and experience on the platform. If you want to come check out our Kick channel, again, kick.com/JSkeleton. I'll leave it in the top of the description as well as a pinned comment, and I hope to see you guys over there. We've been having a lot of fun, and we're trying to do something that kind of does something a little bit new. Like I said, Skelly, me, doing this together, entertainment streams, baby. It's a lot of fun. Having a blast. I hope to see you guys there. Stay safe, stay well, and until the next one, game on. I'll see you guys soon.
Okay, well, not bad. It could have been better. Let's just go with it. Let's roll with it, okay? As for you, I'll be seeing you real soon. Okay.
Hey, you! What are you doing? join the skeleton army. Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow because tomorrow might never come. The earth is gonna fade. That's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the skeleton army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.